first base runners. And the pitch is out of the strike zone for ball 4. Darrell hitting .275, 24 home runs, 60 runs batted in.
I'd send him.
Send him with a left-hand batter up.
Yeah.
They don't go, and this ball hit into right center field. Going for the ball is Thompson, and it is gone. Goodbye. 3-run home run by Darrell Strawberry, and the Mets are up by 3.
There's no doubt about it. He's getting into one of those streaks. Darrell Strawberry. Picks up his 25th home run.
And the first pitch to Kevin, a fastball for ball 1.
Here's the home run. Darrell Strawberry, as Ralph will tell you, those home run hitters start to get into streaks, and he's in one right now. The ball over the right center field wall. 3 runs in the first inning. Boy, does that make a difference for a pitcher and a catcher in calling the game.
And that pitch was a ball, so the count 2-0 as Darrell Strawberry high-fives it on Long Island. Here's the 3-2 pitch and a little blooper in the center field for a base hit. McReynolds will score. Johnson rounding at first base and holding there. And the Mets lead it 4-0 as McReynolds crosses home plate. So an RBI for Howard Johnson.
Well, he's hit home runs this year.
And the runner goes. The throw by Dalton is a good one, but Johnson slides in under the tag and is safe.
You think he's going for 30-30? Howard Johnson picking up his 23rd stolen base of the year. He's only been caught 5 times. Good jump. Dalton, by the way, a good throwing catcher. Can't do anything. He had a good jump, but Dalton's throw made it a lot. Anybody in any of those guys got into the 40s, he's at his mark quicker than anybody. So it looks like Bedrosian might set an all-time record as far as a roll age relief man is concerned. Darrell Strawberry getting ahead of the bat on the ball.
You can't hit it any harder than this. This is a line drive home run.
Home runs seem to come in bunches. I mean, if you're a home run hitter.
Well, they do, and there's a reason for it.
Mitchell now. And Mitchell throwing the right pitch. Curveball, boom, just like pulling down that shade.
First time up.
You know, that's Tim McCarver.
There's a hard smash. Backman with a pickup, and he gets the force play. Wally Backman taking a hit away, and that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 men left on base to score. At the end of 2.5 innings, the Mets 4, the Phillies 2.
Colleague, look at this. He ordered 4 pizzas and had them delivered. The funniest sight was watching the security man bring him into the booth. That's
breaking ball. Tell whether you open up too soon that way. And this ball is hit deep to left. It's going. It is gone. Goodbye.
See what happens when you go in the control room during rain delays? Comes out and pumps that fist. Lee Elia doesn't like it. He doesn't pump it with as much enthusiasm. Now here's that center field camera shot. Gary must have saw something. He goes up and boom, home run. Gary Carter. Carter's 14th home run of the season.
And the 17th home run given up by Kevin Gross. Davey talking to Carter right there. Davey Johnson has been working with Gary Carter.
Strike 3. Good 3-2. pitch. Thompson takes it. He thought it was high, but home plate umpire Randy Marsh said strike three. That'll do it for the Phils. They fail to score. After 3.5, it's 5-2 Mets. So he made another quarter.
Not only made another quarter, but I had to tip him again.
Oh,
I can retire on right here. Now he does not wear that guard around his ankle for pitches like
Cleveland tonight. Detroit won. McReynolds a shot in the left field. Base hit. So runners on first and second. Still nobody out.
in the bullpen, but she has her face stuffed as we speak.
There's a shot left center field. Extra bases. Strawberry will score it. McReynolds will score or pass Strawberry. Holy mackerel. Gary Carter with 2 RBIs. And he's getting hot. Listen to the crowd.
Well, an interesting play because Strawberry had to hold up, and McReynolds right on his heels, and I mean literally on his heels, coming around third. Watch.
How about that?
Reminds you of that play at Yankee Stadium 2 years ago. Last year, actually.
Montreal, the Heroics, bottom of the ninth. Andres Galarraga with the hit for the Expos. Hubie Brooks scored. That tied at 1-1 with St. Louis. Galarraga just hit a homer in the 13th to win it. Here was the catch of the day in Anaheim. Kirby Puckett for the Twins, and he robs Jack Howell of a homer. And the fan of the night in Atlanta, give me some peanuts and straitjackets at the old ball game. Scoreboard.
1-0 pitch. And there's a shot in the left field. Carter will score. James will go to third, and the Mets lead 8-3.
So Santana pitching in now, and the Mets have just thoroughly routed Kevin Gross. Left-handers go.
Jays and game all night. Took an hour and 20 minutes just to get it started. Phil's, meanwhile, during that delay, working on their hand-eye coordination a little bit. But when play finally did begin, single and a walk preceded Darryl Strawberry, who launched a 3-run line shot homer off Kevin Gross. Mets led 4-0 before another 45-minute delay in the top of the second. But then in the bottom of the third, here, Gary Carter belts his 14th homer. They are now in the 5th inning. The Mets are leading at 5-2. John Mitchell pitching for the Mets. Meantime, Cards, Expos deadlocked at 1 in the 13th. This happened just minutes ago. Expos Andres Galarraga off the Cards' Bill Dawley ends the struggle with a homer. With the Card loss, the Mets can pull to within 4.5 should they beat the Phillies at Shea tonight. Elsewhere, National League.
There's the score. How about that? Picture's worth 1,000 words. Oh, it hit him. About that. Calhoun had him in the hole and then came in with the heater, and Dykstra was hit by the pitch, and the bases are loaded. Home runs.
Two schools of thought, really. Tuffle could be the hitter with your best chance to put the Phillies out of it, or you could save him for later on.
And there's a shot in the right center field. The Mets will pick up 2 more runs, and Wally Backman's on first base with his 3rd hit of the game. And his first from the right side of the plate.
Well, 3rd hit is appropriate because that's his 3rd hit of the season as a right-handed hitter. And I can't remember him hitting a ball this hard right-handed. Fastball away, roped to right center. Backman now, 3 hits, a run scored, 2 RBIs.
And the Mets have scored 5 runs.
Side.
And Hernandez gets jammed. It's a 1-hopper to second base. They get 1, and that's all they can get. Hernandez picks up an RBI, and the Mets lead 11-3 and give Keith that RBI.
And that's exactly.
Tonight they lost 10-0. Here's a ground ball to third. Johnson goes to second, and Backman comes off the base. He's safe. How about that? Dalton assumed he was out. and came up and started towards the Philly dugout.
To baseball and anything else. Backman clearly comes off the bag. He went back to tag it. And that is a big play because look what happened here. Wow.
Steve, one man down. Fly ball. Shallow right center field. Here comes Dykstra. Nice play. Very good play by Lenny Dykstra, running on the wet turf and then sliding after catching the ball. 2 men out.
I have no idea what Lenny is saying to himself there, but it's something. He thought this ball was hit farther than it was. He broke over and now in, and A.J. Foyt doesn't leave a skid mark that long. Watch this skid. I mean, he just kind of enjoyed the last 4 or 5 yards, didn't he?
You wouldn't mind doing it if you don't get hurt. Right back up the middle, base hit. And the Phillies should pick up a run to throw in time! Outstanding play. Aguayo took a look at Dykstra, and Dykstra threw him out at home plate. Great throw by Nails to nail Aguayo.
Milt Thompson's not the only one that can't believe it. 2 superb plays by Len Dykstra in this inning. First the fly ball catch, and now the great throw to nail Aguayo. I can't believe he got him.
I couldn't either, although he did look out at Dykstra. We'll talk more about that when we come back.
Jim Davenport, the third base coach, I can certainly understand his thinking. He figures a ball that is hit fairly hard, but with Dykstra playing deep, Dykstra should have no play on Luis Aguayo. But we'll show you what Fran was talking about. And certainly one of the reasons that he had a play on Aguayo. Watch Aguayo look to Dykstra. There's no reason, once you're waved home by the third base coach, to look anywhere but where you're going. And that's home plate. But he didn't make it. They have teenage children because they keep you up on it. In this, they wanted to get the crowd in.
Gary Carter might have 15. That ball's out of here. And Gary Carter is getting red hot.
Well, he is.
Boy, Vern Hochscheid hit it right on the nose in the pregame show, Tim. He said Carter ends hot like a good racehorse.
No, he has been a great racehorse for so many years. He is closing in on 300 home runs, too. I believe that's 297. I'm not sure. We'll check that. Pretty good pitch. A slider out over the plate. Boy, he uncorks it. Now it's 12-3 Mets.
Plus, he takes an exciting curtain call. I know it upsets the opposition, but he does. 12-3 Mets on top of the Phillies. There's Jay. Here's the tie with the pizza on it. And we'll be back.
1-2 to Hayes. Got him. The third time that Hayes has gone down on strikes, all of them taking 2 outs.
Well, it certainly isn't easy being kicked around 12-3 and having the rain come down, then facing Myers, who gets it up there.
Stretch. He'll be all right.
And leading off the bottom half of the 7th inning.
Looked like Larry Boa under the mask.
Fielder Lenny Dykstra.
All right. Now this is heaven right here. That guy is really into it. Take me out to the ball game. Wondering why the game's still on. Rip to left. That'll score the run. Oh boy, Chris James, who had misjudged it initially, comes up with a sparkling play. Sacrifice fly for Lyons, and it's now 13-3. Good play.
They can't hit a ball any harder than Barry Lyons hit this one. James didn't figure it to go this far. And Lyons gets an RBI and no time at bat as James robs him of an extra base hit on a bullet to left field.
And Strawberry the wow. 4th strikeout for Myers. 2 outs.
Well, after John Mitchell throws in the low 80s, Myers coming in the ball game, jumping it up about 12 miles an hour. And that fastball right down the pipe. And
when you think about it. So the ground ball to Santana, over to Wally Backman, and that does it. And a long, long evening, much longer for the Phillies than the Mets, as the Mets win it 13-3 to complete the sweep and win 5 in a row for the second time this year. And Ralphie, I wonder if the Cardinals feel the footsteps, and they're big footsteps.
Got to hear the sounds now. 4.5 games back of the Cardinals, as the Cardinals lost to Montreal in extra innings by a score of 2-1. Exciting ball game up in Montreal. Montreal picking up a full game in St. Louis, a half game back of the New York Mets at 5 games behind. So the Mets sweep the series from the Phillies. The Phillies have yet to win one here at Shea. They're 0-6, and on the year the Mets have won 9. Make that have won 10 of the 12 ball games.